You have your thematic game sitting on the table. All the players are ready to enter new worlds or take on new roles. But you would like to enhance this experience even more. Well, you can. And one way is through music and sound effects, which I cover in this installment of Face Up, Center of the Table. What's that? Listening to music or atmospheric sounds as you play a game can really help pull you into that theme even more. For example, in my last installment I talked about thematic games that are based on intellectual property. Well, many of those IPs have memorable and iconic soundtracks. For example, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, and Firefly. Stop, I just can't. If you watched any of those movies or TV shows, then just hearing that music will bring up memories of characters, scenes, locations, and story elements. Pair that with playing in a game that is in the actual setting, and it really just brings the theme to life. But what if the theme you're playing doesn't have a TV or movie soundtrack? What if it's based on like a book or a comic book? Well then, improvise. For example, when we play anything in the Lovecraftian universe, such as Arkham Horror or Eldritch Horror, we always have 20s jazz playing. The art contains characters and locations from that decade, so listening to that era's music just really helps draw you in. Or, if you're playing a Viking-themed game like Blood Rage, you can listen to Norwegian metal bands. Okay, that's not exactly music at that era, but I know designer Eric Lang would approve. Don't believe me? In addition to music, you can also use sound effects. For example, if you're playing in an outdoor setting, you could have sounds of animals, wind, or storms. If you're in outer space, you could listen to the low rumble of the engines on your spacecraft. Or if you're in the middle of an epic combat on the battlefield, you can... No. If that's the best you got, okay. Luckily, there are software apps that were created to help construct a sonic soundscape for your tabletop adventure. One is Tabletop Audio at tabletopaudio.com. They have their sound library broken up into genres such as fantasy, sci-fi, historical, modern, nature, and horror. Also, there is Sirenscape at sirenscape.com, where you can take their fantasy, sci-fi, and board game sound sets and create your own custom campaign. With music, sound effects, and very little effort, you can add an oral element to your thematic board games that will really help enrich your gameplay experience. In upcoming segments, I'll look at more ways to promote immersion into games by titillating some of your other senses. So have you used music or sounds in your board games? If so, how? Let me know in the comments. Are you done?
Oh yeah.